My name's Robert Christopher Wayne Weathers. I live at 3102 Central Hill Road, Echo, Mississippi, 38841. I am under attack by what appears to be Scientology. You'll have to refer to my other videos for the full story. I have to report criminal activity. Today, they cut a heart out. It appears to be an inverse heart. Yes, they cut it through the aortas. They cut my aortas and took it out. And they cut the top of my head, brain tissue out of the top of my head. They are making a movie, some kind of story. God's eye nerve is a lie. See, they have multiple brain pieces of mine. My brain's in multiple pieces. Some of it they're using for transplants. Some of it they have on a machine. And some of it they have hooked to devices. Yes, they're premeditating my death and planning my afterlife. They're going to say, we're going to show you what you had and then show you what you got. So they're going to show me different brain pieces. I guess they're surrogates or something. They're all attached to different surrogates. And they're going to show me what I could have. And then they're going to torture me in the afterlife. Yes, which is false. Yes, they have removed all of my extra-dimensional biology. This is torture. They won't stop. They are premeditating my death. They are making a play out of it or a movie. Yes, it's all manufactured evidence. They're manufactured footage, video. It's disgusting. I mean, this is not entertainment at all. It's a snuff film. But they are dolling it up to make it look like some amazing movie or some amazing skit. Yeah, where they're the heroes and I'm supposed to be a bad guy or something. So that's part of my experience. Yes, they're really going to get in trouble for this. Well, some people are. A lot of people have died because of their actions. And I'm not the only victim. For the last 60 years, Scientology has been taking victims. It's the technology they use. It artificially stimulates brain and central nervous system tissue. It elevates hormones like testosterone and estrogen and norepinephrine, or growth hormone. And it also elevates neurochemicals like dopamine, norepinephrine, and serotonin, and even oxytocin. It has an extremely narcotic-like effect upon the user. Plus, these people are accessing the upper dimensions. And they treat humans and other species as fodder. We are body parts for their Scientology business. And they are conditioned to put their hands on us. Well, yes, they've also took lung tissue. Yes, if they would leave, I could heal and be repaired to some extent to live, at least for a while. If they continue to do this, my death is inevitable. Yes, God's eye nerve is a lie. They call him God. He's just a big Scientologist. All these people involved are calling this guy God. He's a human on earth driving his upper dimensions. Yes, this technology records everyone's sensory perception organs input. It records our sight, our hearing, our taste, our smell, our touch. Yes, they're using it to make a movie. Yes, there are a lot of third dimensional humans involved. Yes, they are also staging events, doing little plays, dressing up, and making a story. Yes, I'm very sick. What they do is they cut out body parts and then they'll use a transplant or molecular transfer uh, to keep me functioning. Losing nervous system tissue is like, yes, they probably have me artificially stimulated. Losing nervous system tissue is it's like you lose the feeling in your nerves. Yes, when they cut it out, they cut out uh, nerve tissue, and I lose the feeling in that nerve. But then they'll add a transplant or molecular transfer, which I can't feel, that allows me to continue to function. They are extremely hostile. They harass me constantly. They have severe psychological issues. Uh, they victim shame me. They trying to create some false narrative, which says that I've somehow done something wrong, that somehow justifies their criminal behavior towards me. Yes, it is against the law. They do this to other people anyways. I mean, this is normal behavior for Scientology. So Scientology, from what I have experienced, and I have been among these people for over a decade, for like the last 13, 14 years, or most of my life, unknown to me. But it appears there's more space in the universe than humans can see. There are extra dimensions. We have biology in these extra dimensions. We utilize this biology to have an afterlife. Scientology is the practice of utilizing this extra dimensional biology before we die. So they remove it from themselves and they modify it using technology and techniques to turn it into one or more upper dimensional vehicles. So this removed biology, it can't function properly in this state. They have to leave organs and tissues behind, and so they can survive, so they can continue to live. So they have to use stolen organs and tissues from other humans and other species in an attempt to keep themselves, or to in an attempt to make themselves whole and function properly. So they take organs and tissues from other humans and other species, such as reptiles, uh, insects, and worms. Yes, I'm very sick. They're conditioned to do body parts. So Scientology is a medical field. It is not a religion. Uh, it is a medical procedure in which they remove upper dimensional biology. And then they use transplants from other humans and other species to modify this upper dimensional biology to turn it into an upper dimensional vehicle. Yes, they make a few types of alien forms. There are the blues, the bloods, and the grays. Blue bloods. greens and grays. I'm dizzy. I'm missing brain function. They cut the top of my head. The whole left side of my body went numb. And then they put something in to help me continue to function. I can't think straight anymore. They make a few types of lizard people. So there are the long-nosed lizard people, which utilizes a lizard biology. And then they can also modify genetics. Yes, in the upper dimensions, to help an organism develop certain traits and features. So humans have reptile DNA, apparently. And they modify their genetics to bring out reptilian features in their upper dimensions. Their skin turns green or pale, darker. I guess they grow nails or something and hair on the back of their head. And then there are insectoids, or bug people, which they utilize in insect body parts. And then there are worm people, so they use worm body parts. Yes, this is true. Aliens are real, but they aren't third dimensional. They are upper dimensional organisms. So humans have extra dimensional biology. There are more dimensions in the universe than just 3. There are 11 dimensions. And then there are more particles than we can see. There is this dark matter or dark energy that is also attached to our biology. Our biologies also are made of this dark matter. That hurts. Yes, you were breaking the law. Yes, these are third dimensional humans. Scientology. Yes, Scientologists have many, many victims. They don't see us. They need our biologies. They need our body parts to complete their Scientology process. So say you want to practice Scientology. You go to one of these Scientology companies and purchase their services. They will remove either part or most of your extra dimensional biology from you. And they will modify it however you want or whatever is legal. They have their own rules about which part of the universe you can access. They don't let certain people access the upper dimensions because it gives you too much power or something, too much control. So you go purchase Scientology. They will remove part of your extra dimensional biology. Yep, you lose your afterlife. Well, you lose a natural afterlife experience, which is a nunnakai. Or they also make lizard people, a lizard person. So then they remove your extra dimensions and they modify it into one or more biologies. So then they need donor organs to complete the Scientology process. So they take them from the public. People out on the street. They take organs and tissues from other humans and other species. Reptiles, insects, and worms mostly. And they use these stolen organs and tissues to complete your upper dimensional biologies, to make them more whole and function properly. Yes, these are third dimensional humans doing this. Yes, there are dead people in the extra dimensions. However, third dimensional humans have the most control. Scientology. Yes, they have the most power in the upper dimensions. I guess because they're more whole, they still have a third dimension. Other people doing this are government agents and civilians. So the military is highly involved in this process. Yes, these are military members. They follow me if I leave. Yes, it gets worse away from my home. They want me here at this house for their little event. I get tortured and mutilated out there. Yes, they harass me constantly. They're harassing me at the moment. Stop driving my parasites. So their technology and techniques. First off, there is an entanglement property between our third dimension and our extra dimensions. If you remove a piece of extra dimensional biology, no matter where you take it in the universe, you are still in this biology. But what happens is you can't take energy out of our particles. The particle will be destroyed. So space-time has to conform to ensure this doesn't happen. So as the removed body part leaves you, space-time in between you and this body part shrinks to zero. So as it's leaving you, space-time is shrinking in between you and the removed biology. It shrinks to zero. So from our perspective, it seems as if it never leaves us, but it does. Space-time warps, but it's still right here. So that's the entanglement property. So first off, they utilize this entanglement property as part of their technology and techniques. They use it to create a hive mind and also to drive their upper dimensions. So they like to remove biology for their hive mind, mostly brain stems, their thalamus and their eyes, our eye nerves. And sometimes they do most of their biologies or layers, or so there are places on Earth, compounds, which house Scientologist biologies. They have storage systems in which house our removed biologies. So they put this biology into a little pod or box and install it into a storage system. From there, they interface this biology to a computer system. Yes, brain tissue mostly. The old way they use shelves. In the past, they used a shelf system. Yes, in the upper dimensions, they do have objects, just like we do.